if I can get this camera thing set up here. I hope you can all see us. We actually are supposed to be live, and I have this. No. All right, so I can't tell if I added in our Cinema Recall logo, but I can't tell if it's showing up on here or not.
Is it just that little blip up on the right?
Is it? Well, yeah.
That little thing up there?
Yeah, it says live.
And by over there, I mean over here.
Is that us right here? Because it says we're live here. So
I
hope you can see us. I'm hoping that we're coming through loud and clear. If not, if you all you're seeing right now is just like the Cinema Recall logo in our faces, I apologize. And hopefully, actually, you know what I can do? I can go right now live into our YouTube page.
You could.
And see how things are going there. But hi, we're Cinema Recall.
Hello.
You can tell already, I am Vern.
Hi, Vern.
Hi. And
I'm Ashley.
this is the wonderful, beautiful.
I thought I'd wreck that real quick.
I was going to say very, very sexy, but then when you do.
No, what if I do crazy eyes?
Oh, this is the crazy sexy eyes. That's where you're. It's actually a club right there when you're like, what seduce people? It's in the eyes.
Yeah, and then they are instantly worried, and then that's how I get turned on.
That's when they like, we need to send you over to the hospital.
No, they're like, oh no, ma'am, no, thank you, and then I'm like, the words I love to hear.
Oh, what's new with you?
Nothing.
Well, I will tell you one new thing with me.
Let's hear it.
I had a date. I did. The world's about to end soon because I actually had a date.
Vern had a date?
I did.
Before me?
Yeah.
Well, I've had a couple dates, but they send them packing.
You sent packing right there. Just weren't working out for you. Yeah.
No, let's hear the good stuff.
Okay. A friend of a friend's. I actually met her a while back at a friend's 4th of July party.
Mm-hmm.
And we exchanged numbers then.
I remember her.
Yeah.
From the 4th of July. See, if you would have said that, I would have remembered who you're talking about.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, her.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we.
That's awesome.
And she went. Okay, so long story short, we planned to go out for her birthday, and she went out to Hayward, Wisconsin to visit family.
Right.
And I texted her like, so are you planning on coming back?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm gonna be up here for a while longer. And I said, okay. And then I haven't heard from her for like a while back.
Yeah.
Like couple of years.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I'm hanging out with my buddies, Andrew and Jordan, and she randomly texted me. She's like, hey, this is Julia. How you doing? I'm like, oh, okay. So we got talking, and I just decided to like ask out for a drink, and she said, sure.
All right.
And yeah, we went to had drinks at Bricks, and yeah.
Good job.
It was good.
And there's a second date?
There is.
That's good.
Gonna go and see a movie at the Parkway Theater.
What movie?
Alien.
Oh, the one you invited me to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm no longer invited
No.
because now you have a date.
You can still come too.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'll let you go on your date.
Okay.
Or maybe
you can totally come.
I'll come and sit behind you and like throw popcorn at you.
Oh, okay.
And make it really weird.
You can come sit with us
I don't
too.
know. I don't know why I would do that.
Why would you sit behind us
I don't
right
know
there?
why I would do
All
that.
right, you can totally, you
Can
probably.
I sit in between you and hold Julie's?
She may actually like that. I don't know.
She might. I think if she remembers me from that party, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, very good. But she did talk because she does remember you too, and she always says, "Have you and Ashley ever dated before?" I'm like, nope, never.
No.
Just been best buds for a long time.
I thought you were gonna say bed bugs. We've
bed-
been bed bugs.
Yes,
Because we go to Vegas.
we do. Yes.
I just read that there's like 7 different hotels on the strip that have bed bugs.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. There goes my plans to go to Vegas.
Well, gotta go to California now instead.
I guess.
Gotta go. Oh, they got summer going to California.
I would rather go. I'm gonna fix this.
Right.
Oh, so you can see my cool shirt. First of all, your cool shirt.
Look at that. See,
That's pretty cool. Looks like does it glow in the dark?
it does glow in the dark.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
a galaxy.
I can actually. Can we?
Mine doesn't glow in the dark.
Doesn't glow in the dark.
But
Got hands on the boobs.
that's right.
Bony hands on boobs. Love it.
Bony hands on boobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. So that would happen for me. First of all, thank you for listening to us on all your favorite podcast platforms. We're out there right now on Spotify and Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods. Leave us ratings and reviews. If you clicked on the link, you know that we're going to be talking about Pee Wee Herman, and our secret word of the day is going to be film. And what happens every time we hear a secret word of the day?
You scream.
Yay! But
Which we shouldn't do here. This is not a sound for
we are in a library meeting room right now, so we can't scream super loud, but we'll scream loud enough for you out there. So if you listen to us, please scream as loud as you can when we do this. But before we get into Pee Wee Herman, I got to tell you a quick little story.
Okay.
So we were recently contacted by another podcast site, which I will not mention on this show.
Okay.
But I do want to give a quick shout out to the Happy Hour podcast, as well as the Jacked Up Reviews podcast for getting back to me about all the mishaps that happened. Okay, so there's a podcast, and they contacted me for a while to have us be involved with their Roku channel.
Okay.
Where we would just upload a lot of our video content onto this person's site.
Yeah.
And we would get our content shown on this Roku channel, pretty much like how it is for our Full Swap Radio.
Oh yeah.
Where they play a show every day at this certain time. It would be like this for this Roku channel, but to have our videos on there.
Okay.
So they sent us a link for me to log in and put in my information to upload videos to. But when I go onto the site is not in service. It gives me that 404.
Oh,
site.
404 not found?
Yeah, not found. So I tested them back. I'm like, I can't log in because there's no site. And the people involved say, well, all you need to do, go to a different browser.
Right.
Is what they said. And I sent them a message back saying, if I have to use a different browser to upload content, then this isn't going to work. Just because I have so many things saved right now on the platform that we're using for our podcast, that to try and do a whole new thing isn't really going to work.
Right.
So I told them, look, I apologize, but this isn't going to be a good fit for us. I wish you all the best of luck in the world. I wrote them a nice post on social media saying, I apologize, but we're leaving this network. They even had like a separate group page on Twitter. And I messaged people on there saying, no, I'm sorry, it's not going to be a good fit.
Yeah.
After I'm done doing that, I get a direct message from the podcast team, as well as the Roku team that I was uploading content to, saying that you are the most unprofessional person ever. How dare you do this to us? And then the other podcast is like, I can't believe we waited on you. You're an asshole. Fuck you.
Oh.
I don't be involved with you anymore. I'm like, all right, fine. Then immediately after got done doing that, and I left the group, I started getting these DM messages from other people that were part of this group because they were going to have a whole bunch of different podcast shows and YouTube shows be a part of this big Roku network.
Well, why were they so upset if we couldn't do it? Like, don't they have like lots of other people that were doing it? So like, why are they so butthurt? Is my question.
That's, and I don't care because once I heard the messages back from these other people.
Oh, were they saying the same, like
exactly
that they're jerks?
No, because they were having the same issues too. Like they can't log in, they can't upload their content to the site, and a lot of people have left the group because of that. And a few of the people left it due to like creative differences and everything. And the Happy Hour podcast people, the Happy Hours podcast, they were most upset because they were tweeting to all their fans and on their YouTube channel and all their social media links. Hey, check us out on this network.
Right.
And now the network is
not existent.
Is no longer there. So it shouts to Happy Hours podcast and also Jacked Up Reviews for getting back to me. You know exactly who the motherfuckers are that we're talking about. I don't need to mention them on name, but you know who they are. So
you know who you are, you bunch of bitches.
I just wanted
to be honest, I don't know who they are.
That's
I don't know who they are. This all transpired and Vern didn't tell me a thing.
Okay.
Which is okay because I let Vern, as you know, I just show up. So I let Vern take care of the he can be the heavy, he can do the heavy lifting. I just show up and add humor.
Oh yeah, but that was kind of a bullshit thing. Cause I thought, sweet, we would have been on this nice little Roku channel and everything, and but
lame.
That was one of the lame things that happened there. But who's not lame?
Paul Reubens.
Well, that too, but our crackhead team.
Oh yeah.
Our crackhead team over on Facebook groups, crackheads. We love you very much. We've been getting a lot of content on there, and I did ask a couple of questions
Oh,
that I want to talk to you about real quickly.
people have answered?
They do.
Because I know that we tried to put something out to let people decide,
Okay.
and we didn't get any response on that. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe we just people aren't interested in
Maybe
responding, which is fine. I scroll right by sometimes. I'm guilty.
we did have a poll where I put down 2 movies for us to watch, and
Mhm.
whoever got the most votes, we would watch those
0
movies. And
0 votes.
your pick was a Netflix movie that I completely forgot about.
I don't remember either.
Okay. My pick was
super memorable.
My pick was the favorite. I think we had like maybe 2 votes for that. So
it should have been yours. KPI.
moving on there.
Sorry.
I promise you, we're going to get to our Pee Wee conversation soon. But the question I asked for the week, I said, what movies or shows are you loving this week, new or old? And we had some comments.
All right.
And I don't know a lot of these shows. So Howard Kasner from Pop Art Podcast, he says, I've been watching QI and Lewis on BritBox
Don't know what that is.
and Only Connect on YouTube.
Also, don't know what that is.
I know Only Connect is a game show
Okay.
on YouTube. I don't know what QI and Lewis is. I'm sorry, Howard. Please come back on the show. You can spread to us. Chris Revel from Let's Chat with Chris Revel. He says the new TMNT movie,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Teenage
I didn't
Mutant
know
Ninja
it was
Turtles
out.
Mayhem. Oh yeah,
It's out already.
it's out already, and it looks good.
It does look good, and it's cartoon though, which
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting, but I'll take it. I don't care.
it looks very much like the same animation style from that
Mhm.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse.
That's cool.
It's got this hand-drawn quality. Film Rage podcast. Ah! I said Film Rage.
Oh, film.
See, gotta watch that.
All I heard was podcast. I didn't
Film
hear.
Rage. I said film.
Well, just like when I said I folded like a cheap lawn chair, and you thought I said blonde
You
chair.
said
No, I
blonde.
No, I didn't. I said cheap lawn chair.
It sounds like you said
First
blonde.
of all, but
Sounds like
Vern
you said
doesn't.
blonde.
Vern doesn't
Swear.
know. Vern doesn't know what he has never heard the term folded like a cheap lawn chair before.
I think blonde chair sounds better than a lawn chair because I'm thinking like a blonde chair. You had a blonde moment, all right?
No, a cheap lawn chair
Okay.
just collapses under the weight of your stupidity.
Just like most blonde women collapse away my stupidity.
Oh yeah, that's true. As long as we're saying that you're the stupidity here, that's fine. Okay.
But yeah, so Chris said the new Turtles movie,
Yep.
the Jim Murray embrace from Rage said it was a great movie too. So your buddy Erin Margaret,
Yep.
who just got her cat back.
Yay! We found Tiny Cat, and by we I mean she. Thank goodness.
That is pretty epic. I
Mhm.
want to hear how that cat came back. The adventures the cat had must have been amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or not even sure how. It was gone for 13 days. And then she was outside on her front step, and it was under the front step, and it was not there for 13 days. There's no way.
13. Jeez.
That's a long amount of days
That is
to be
a very
missing your
long
kitty
days
cat.
there. Well, I'm glad she got her cat back. But anyways,
Yay, Tiny Cat.
she says, I just discovered BetterHelp streaming on Hulu.
I haven't watched that either, so I don't know.
I don't either. But thank you.
What else?
And then Carrie, my friend,
Yeah.
Carrie, she says, I've been binging What We Do in the Shadows and absolutely love
Oh
it.
yeah. Well, they have the new season out, but I haven't watched it yet.
I've watched like a few episodes from season 1, but I've not finished season
You
1.
have to watch all of them. They're so good.
The-
They're so funny.
It's funny. I don't know what it is. You know what it is right now? I'm in the midst of watching Yellow Jackets.
Oh, I'm way past you, son.
I know you are. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm only at the last episode of season 1.
Okay.
I've not gotten that one yet here. Okay, Elizabeth Thunders. I almost said Thunderstorm.
Thunstrom.
It's not Thunderstorm.
No, it's Thunstrom.
Hello, Elizabeth. Sorry, I apologize for messing up your last
Peripheral.
name, but Thunderstorm.
Elizabeth Thunderstorm.
Pretty badass name. Okay,
She's been watching Peripheral.
what's Peripheral?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But that's what she's been watching. It says right there.
Okay. Tara Grimer.
Is it Grimmer?
Is it? I don't know.
There's
Tara.
2 M's. I'm pretty
Is it
sure.
Grimmer or something?
You've been her friend for so long.
I know. I've been friends for so long. Tara Grimmer from my former band, Victory Riot, and she has a new band out right now called something former heckling something, and I only saw them live once, so I apologize. But she says season 3 of Reservation Dogs is going hard.
Horde.
Hard.
No, horde.
Horde.
Yeah, it's going horde.
Horde. Okay. Is that what they say on the show?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't watched it. All I know is I'm guaranteed. If that's how you were thinking of how it was going to be said out loud, Tara, give me a thumbs up.
Okay.
Horde.
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 All right.
Okay.
Lisa Leahy from Rabbit Hole Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
She said she has a book review podcast on Rabbit Hole Podcast, which I can't remember the name right now, but she's also one of the co-hosts of Whatever with Jason Soto. Anyways, she says, I don't know about Lovin', but I saw Barbie today and enjoyed it. Really late at the first half, I could have done without Will Ferrell. Fair enough. I'm also watching the Phantasm movies as I realized I've only seen the first one. And I did not know there was more than one Phantasm movie.
I've never even heard of Phantasm.
Phantasm with the tall man and the ball that hunts people, the giant ball that has a bunch of sharp knives in there and hunts people around.
I know nothing.
Okay, fair enough. Lame.
It's news to me.
Right.
You call me lame.
Certainly.
That's okay. I've also Sonetta Duncan said Severance. I don't know what that is.
Don't either.
Harvey Andrus said started The Recruit on Netflix. Max Malad's actor Laura Haddock reminds me of a cross between Angelina Jolie and me.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
All right.
All right.
I must be the part where I keep blood in a vial. Okay, hold on. We missed David Brooke.
Oh, shoot, we did. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
David.
he says, I'm halfway through Walter Hill's miniseries Broken Trail, and I'm liking it a lot so far. Have you heard of that?
No, but see, I have seen Walter Hill movies because just last week at the Parkway, they had a screening of The Warriors.
Oh, yeah. That's one of his films?
Yes, one of his films. And he did, like, Streets of Fire.
All right.
And he did 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay. Ah, that's an old movie.
A very old movie there.
All right.
But yeah, great time at the Parkway Theater because we actually had people who were cosplaying.
Oh, that's fun.
I got them to get up on stage and take pictures of them. So
that's cool.
Very, very cool stuff there. All right, folks. Well, as always, for like the podcast portion right here, we are going to take a quick little ad spot break to play some great ad spots from other great podcast shows. Mm-hmm. And we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, will we rise back?
And we're back, everybody. We're here right now in our own separate like playhouse form. We're here to talk about the late, great Paul Reubens, aka Pee Wee Herman. And I wanted to just get your thoughts about when you first saw Pee Wee Herman. What was it on? Do you remember the first thing you ever saw Pee Wee? Was it the show? Was it the movie?
It was the Pee Wee Herman show on Saturday morning TV.
The Pee Wee's Playhouse?
Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Okay, because there was a separate thing called the Pee Wee Herman show.
Yes, but that was more adult, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah, because he started off like in the Groundlands, doing comedy sketch things, and he had a failed audition for Saturday Night Live, and I believe him and Phil Hartman, the late great Phil Hartman, created the character of Pee Wee Herman, and they started doing shows off Broadway called the Pee Wee Herman Show, and that got to be really huge. And then before that, I know that he was featured, the actor Paul Reubens, he did start off, first of all, in Blues Brothers.
Oh.
Played the role of a waiter on there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But the first movie that Pee Herman was ever in, can you guess what that is?
Pee Wee Herman was in it.
Yes. And it was his character, Pee Wee Herman.
I don't know.
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
It's a famous comedy duo of the 70s.
Cheech and Chong?
Yes. Very good. It was like, I think it was like Cheech and Chong's second movie, or Cheech and Chong's.
And they like run into him somewhere? Or?
Well, here, I'm going to look this up right now. Have I turned my internet here? Yeah, Cheech and Chong's next movie, and he plays Pee Wee Herman as a desk clerk.
Nice. Okay.
So I thought that was very cool. Now, I know that first thing I saw Pee Wee Herman was The Big Adventure.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw.
So you didn't see morning TV Pee Wee Herman.
Well, I'm talking about the first time I ever caught eyes of Pee Wee Herman
Was that
watching
the movie?
The movie Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Right. Okay.
Now, I remember when that movie came out to video,
Mm-hmm.
they did have the Pee Wee Herman show, that HBO special, and I do remember watching that.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a little bit odd because you have this guy as this man child doing this tribute to Bozo the Clown. And I'm not familiar with the whole trope of children's talk shows like Captain Kangaroo and whatnot. I remember them.
You didn't watch those?
I did not really watch
I did.
them.
Yeah.
I just thought they were just a little too childish and whatnot. Even as a kid, I don't know why I didn't get much into them as I wanted to. But I do remember that movie, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, very much there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you remember the TV show the most.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember seeing the movie too, but first was the TV show.
Okay.
But did you know that Pee Wee Herman was on the dating game 3 times?
I've seen the clips of him on the dating game.
Yeah, he did it 3 times and he won once.
He won once.
Mhm.
Well, good for Pee Wee.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I know. I was like, what? So there's a clip online and he looks so adorable, you guys.
I watched one of the clips right there, and he was definitely a lot less creepy than the other 2 contestants.
Oh, yeah.
On the show.
Well, there was a serial killer on there.
Was there really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Was Ted Bundy on? There was a serial killer, and I can't remember who it was, who was on the dating game. They didn't know he was a serial killer, clearly, while he was on the game, but it came out later that he was.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. So, and I know we're kind of going back and forth on the movies we saw, but like I said, so you saw the Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yep.
What was it about the show that made you intrigued with Pee Wee?
It was always just fun and colorful and puppets and crazy characters, and he was a big giant goofball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was him for Halloween when I was 8.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have pictures. I'll send them to you. You can put it on. You can clip it in later.
Oh, awesome. That'd be cool. Oh, so I know for me it was definitely the movie, because I just thought the movie was very bizarre and weird. I know that when they were trying to develop the movie, Paul Reubens, Pee Wee Herman, really fought for Tim Burton to be the director.
Yeah, and Danny Elfman did the music.
Yep, because he was a big fan of Oingo Boingo, and he wanted to have that be part of the music. And after he saw Tim Burton's short, because Paul Reubens went with Shelley Duvall to see Frankenweenie.
Oh, nice.
And when they saw that, he was like, yes, we need to have this guy be our director, which is great because Danny Elfman at the time did not make a score feature because he was still doing Oingo Boingo.
Right.
So, and Danny Elfman's score for Pee Wee's Big Adventure is just iconic stuff.
Yes, so good.
And then you put in Tim Burton's visuals in there about this kid who loses his bike and he has to get his bike back.
Yes. And
the road trip adventures of Tate. It has its weird Fellini-esque quality to it, though. It's just really great. Many great moments in there. I think some of my favorite moments has to be with Large Marge in the car.
Of course.
Because that was probably my first introduction to
So
being scared.
So, well, you don't expect it. So scary.
Because it's out of nowhere. Because you're going into a comedy movie.
Right.
Not expecting that. So the first time I saw that, oh yeah.
I was horrified.
That was
her eyeballs. That was so scary.
Great practical effects there. I like it when he's talking with Dottie in the shop.
Yeah.
And she really wants to get with the Pee Wee.
Yeah, she does.
She wants the Pee Wee's Pee Wee. All right.
Well, I think she just really likes Pee Wee because he's cool and eccentric.
Oh,
it's a kids movie. I don't think she's after the D.
She's after the D.
You know what she wants? A ride on that bike.
Oh, he
She
was.
wants to ride, all right.
Oh, she was the right for sure with the Pee Wee guy.
Yeah.
But
I like you, Dottie.
like you, like you.
Like when she's like, I like you too. He's like, no, I like you. Like you.
You can't get involved with a guy like me, Dottie. I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm a rebel.
I'm sorry, but he is dangerous.
Yeah.
If you think about it, what's the guy's name who he accused of stealing his life?
Like Lawrence, something like that.
Look it up. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure. And help
But
me
he
out
goes over there and he practically drowns him in his own pool.
That is
He's
gangster.
a bad.
That is gangster shit.
He's fucking gangster for
Don't
sure.
mess with Pee Wee Herman.
He said, I'll fuck you up. I will fuck you up, son. I think it is Lawrence.
And
Or maybe that's his last name.
it's gotta be one of the names. I'm not quite sure there, but not only that, but you have the iconic moments where he's dancing on the bar stool
Yes.
to
Tequila.
I like the part before the movie where they're like because before the scene happens, he knocks over all the bites and the bikers come and grab him, and they're like, first we're gonna gut him, and then we're gonna strangle him, and then we're gonna kill him. And the person's like, no, first of all, we're gonna beat him up, we're gonna do this with him, and then we'll kill him. And then back on Pee Wee's going, I think we should let him go. No.
That's so funny.
But just all these great moments and the whole sequence where he's got his bike and he's running through the Warner Brothers lots.
Oh yeah.
And people are chasing him, and he runs into a Twisted Sister music video.
Oh, I forgot about
They're
that.
doing that. And then at the very end of the movie, he gets his bike back and they turn his adventures into a movie.
Oh yeah.
And
But who was it who plays Pee Wee?
it was Josh Brolin.
Was it Josh?
No, James Brolin. Sorry, James Brolin.
Yeah.
Josh's father,
Mhm.
and like Morgan Fairchild.
And he's like,
Dottie.
Morgan Fairchild's like super beautiful.
Yeah.
And he's like this big, handsome, strong man.
And the bike has like government secrets for some sort of like nuclear explosion that's going to save
And it
the
was
world.
really cute. Yeah, because they're watching it at a drive-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was pretty cool.
But I totally forgot how many like great elements they have on there, like the dream where his bike is being operated by clowns.
Oh my god.
And there's a giant like purple dinosaur that's eaten the.
Oh, I need to rewatch it. I guess I don't remember that part. I do remember like, I know like the dinosaur roadside place that still exists, and they painted the dinosaur in his gray suit with a red tie after Paul Reubens died.
Oh.
Yeah, which is really nice. And actually, we tried to get instead of renting this room. I mean.
For trying to get dinosaur?
No, I was gonna say we tried. Well, don't you remember? I called and I checked the basement of the Alamo to see if we could rent it out, but they were like, "Sorry."
There's an Alamo.
Yeah, the basement of the Alamo was totally booked.
All right, I'm gonna do a test for you right now.
All right.
See if you know there. The stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yes. Very cool. So. Speak about the dinosaur that him and the one waitress that wants to go to France.
Yes.
That actor, and I'm horrible at trying to find out what her name is, and I feel really terrible. I'm trying to look at these people right now. Diane Salinger is the actor's name. Tell me the other movie that they appeared in together as.
I have zero idea.
All right, it's a popular franchise, and we mentioned one of the characters on our last episode.
I don't remember what we talked about during our last episode. To
Meow.
be honest.
Meow.
Cats? You guys, I don't know.
Cat, and you are cat.
Oh, Catwoman.
Okay, you're
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so
what's the movie
he was
now?
in Batman? No.
What was the other Batman movie?
Oh. There's lots of Batman movies.
What was the Batman movie that had Catwoman in it?
I don't remember the name of it. This is a Batman movie. I don't know.
You're adorable. Batman Returns.
Okay, Returns.
Okay.
Got it. The one with the one Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't have known. I said the Batman movie.
You sure like every movie like they're the same movie? Like there's no sequels for you? There's like the same movie.
I'm like, oh, the one with Mr. Freeze in it is Batman.
Batman, yeah. Mr. Freeze.
Christian Bale, Batman.
I'll say Batman.
It's just all Batman to me.
But Batman Returns had Paul Reubens and Diane Salinger as the parents of the Penguin. They were in the very beginning of the movie
That's right.
as the
I do
parents.
vaguely recall that, but I didn't recognize her, but obviously recognized Paul Reubens.
All right. So moving on from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which I think is a great movie. We all love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Did you ever see Big Top Pee-wee?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like first in line for that fucking movie. As soon as it came out, I was like, yeah.
See, I only saw Big Top Pee-wee like once or maybe twice.
Oh, I've seen it several times.
But I was like late to do that. But before he did do Beta Top Pee-wee.
Beta Top?
Beta Top, not Beta Top.
Beta Top. If you're a beta, you're a bottom.
Okay.
Sorry.
Before he did do
Rein it in.
Before he did do Big Top Pee-wee, he was on Meatballs Part 2. And then that was before Pee-wee's Big Adventure, my apologies. But he was in another popular sci-fi Disney film.
Yes, Flight of the Navigator.
As?
He was the alien spaceship.
Very
the
good.
voice of the alien spaceship. Yep.
And he had a cameo appearance in Back to the Beach.
Back to the Beach.
With old Annette Funicello, Frank Avalon.
Oh boy.
Beach movie, and he does do the bird.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's cool.
he did his combination of the bird. Yes, but then Big Top Pee-wee comes out in '88, where he owns a circus, and
he has a top secret.
But
cocktail, we need trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
at the very beginning, he uses his handprint to get into his top secret garden greenhouse, and then his dog uses his paw and his little paw print, and they go in and they have little trees with little mini cocktail weenies all over them. Yeah.
I just only thing I remember about this movie is that there's a love triangle going on between him and Valerie.
All I can remember is the hot dog tree. Fucking love it.
Okay. But I just had issues with the movie because they try to make him into a love interest. And they try to have like this love triangle going on with these two other women. And I just did not find the love triangle.
Well, when you're 8 or 9, I guess it's okay because you can believe anything when you're 8 or 9.
I guess, but yeah, and I really can't say anything more for Big Top Pee-wee because I've only seen it once.
I really don't remember there being like a love triangle, mostly because I was not in it for that, I guess.
Oh,
I was definitely in it for like the kookiness.
The hot dog trees.
The hot dog treat, the mini. Oh, now I want cocktail minis and sauce. Damn it, Vern. We're going to have to eat after this.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm starving.
Okay.
Lay off. I'm starving.
So if there are fans out there of Big Top Pee-wee, let me know. I've seen it before. Just for me, it wasn't as iconic as Pee-wee's.
Do you remember like what the
what
the picture was for the poster?
Yeah, it's him like flying. I know that
he's on the trapeze.
Trapeze.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
And I know that Chris Christopherson was in there, and he plays the owner of the circus that comes to town. And I
love Chris Christopherson.
I thought that was great. I thought if it's just stay with just the circus stuff, that would have been good. But trying to add in this romantic subplot, and I think at the time too, when they were shooting,
don't be a Pee-wee hater.
I'm not Pee-wee. You're Mac. All right, you're a man. Do what you want. In fact, during I think it was like when they were promoting the movie. And him and Valerie Golania, who was in Hot Shots, and I apologize, I'm getting her name wrong, but when they would go to premieres together, people thought that they were dating because I guess it happens a lot, co-stars and whatnot. Yeah. So, and I would be like, good on him. And the other girl on this that he had a love triangle with was Penelope Ann Miller, which I've seen before in Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, okay.
And I hope I got that right because, I'm pretty sure I do.
The mom from Kindergarten Cop?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. That's her. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's her. All right. So then after this, that's when Paul Reubens ran into little issues.
In the X-rated theater.
Yes.
If it was anybody else, it wouldn't have even been a big deal. But because it was him, it blew up into a big deal. Because he did a kids TV. But what's so stupid is like he's a goddamn adult. So
yeah, all he was doing was just masturbating.
Yeah, give it a rest, guys. We all do it.
But here's the weird thing too: is that if that happened today, being the fact that a whole bunch of other celebrities have done a lot way worse things, aka Bill Cosby. You know,
Lord have mercy.
I mean, I both of those had like family shows and whatnot. The fact that Pee Wee's just like participating in it a little bit, just not an issue at all. Yeah. So
in a X-rated theater for adults anyway.
Yeah.
He wasn't spanking it in a regular theater where like families were gonna show up next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but that was all. That was salacious back then, I guess.
Exactly. But during around those times there, he did find some roles in shows and movies. He had a recurring role in Murphy Brown.
Oh.
Did that for a little bit
That's
there.
Cool. I didn't know that.
And then
I used to watch that with my grandma, so I'm surprised that doesn't ring a bell at all. I have to look at that.
He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And his death scene is hilarious.
Very much so.
Yeah.
A big fan of that movie. I like the TV show more. I do remember having a huge crush on Chrissy Swanson.
Oh yeah.
During the time right there.
I don't think I saw the movie because I was like, maybe what year did that come out?
92.
Yeah, and when did the show come out?
Like 97.
Okay. So I think, and that was the one with Matthew Perry, right? Was in the movie.
No, Luke Perry.
Luke Perry, I mean, yeah. So I don't think I ever saw that movie, ever. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I remember seeing the poster, but I was never like intrigued to see it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, and it's fine. I think the show was written a lot better, but it's fine. It's kind of fun to go and watch the show here and there. So very cool. All right, and then what do you do after that? I'm just looking right now at his filmography, and one thing I went to
Mystery Men.
Oh yes, he played the spleen.
Yeah, he did.
In Mystery Men.
Yeah.
He was also in the movie Blow.
Yes.
With Johnny Depp.
Yep.
I thought he was good in that. And then right around 2010 is when he got back to doing Pee Wee Herman for the stage.
Yes, and then he did another movie.
The Pee Wee's Big Holiday.
Yeah, I really liked that.
That was really good.
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed that flick very much, and I really liked it.
I was super excited when I saw the preview for it. I was like shitting my pants practically. And if you know me,
that's what
it's just, one wrong fart away.
One
wrong fart away.
So yeah, so in that movie, Pee Wee befriends this guy, and this guy's basically like a twin of Pee Wee, and he's a lot more taller and conventionally handsome, and he invites Pee Wee over to his house for his birthday party, and Pee Wee's on the trip.
Yeah.
Birthday party.
I think, isn't it Joe Manganiello?
Very good.
Yeah, it's he was in the spicy dance movie where the guys all get naked. Magic Mike. But he's also married to Sofia Vergara.
Really?
Yep.
Sophia from Modern Family? Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Shocker, right?
Well,
two really gorgeous people getting together.
I just imagine, her being hooked up with like someone like Danny DeVito or something like that, just like schlubby.
No, nothing against Danny DeVito, but
like a balding, like really short guy right there. And then she's like, all right, well, that's cool. Yeah. And then on the way there, he gets stopped by these three girls who are running away from robbing a bank and gets involved with them.
Yeah.
And I love the movie because it plays like somewhat like a Saturday's Serial, where each time he's with these new characters, something happens and they'll be with a different character, and it's a whole new different type of like movie. So it's like a series of little shorts,
Yeah.
like, almost like animated cartoon shorts. And I did like that very much. I like the fact too that there was no romantic subplot. Of all the girls that do kidnap him, one of them is Aaliyah Shawkat and Stephanie Beatrice from that one cop show Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The grumpy one.
No, yeah.
The mean grumpy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dark-haired one that's real sullen all the time, but she's super fun.
She's in that new show, that Twisted Metal on Peacock.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, which is pretty good. Okay, and then Diane Salinger comes back to that one. Oh my gosh, I did not realize this. One of the actors from the movie Kids. Do you remember the movie Kids
I
from
do.
'95?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got no legs.
I've got no legs.
I've got no legs.
I've got no legs.
So messed up.
Okay.
Who is in it?
So Telly, the guy who is de-virginizing all the women,
God.
is in this movie.
Ugh. That movie.
Leo Fitzpatrick.
I can't see him as anybody but that icky dude.
I know. So, but he wanted to do other careers. You know, he's a legitimate actor. He's done other roles, but I just thought that was very. I don't remember exactly what part he plays in the movie. And I was trying to find him too, but that movie came out in like '95, and he was a little kid then. Now
he's an adult.
Now he's 30s and so, and all right. So yes, kids, go watch Kids.
No, don't do it.
Movies funny.
Chloe Sevigny's in it though.
Rosario Dawson.
Oh yeah, it's real fun.
I had my parents. I had to have my mom.
That's like Requiem. Just don't go watch it.
Oh,
don't do it.
oh,
Precious.
oh.
Also, these are movies that get stuck in your head for terrible, horrific, horrible reasons.
I watched Requiem for a Dream many times. I've seen Kids many times too. I actually had my mom when the movie first came out. I had my mom rent that movie for me.
Oh God.
I'm like, Mom, I want to see this movie. Will you please rent it for me?
Did she watch it with you?
No. She didn't watch it with me. She just here you go.
Thank God for that. That would have been. I think that would have been very uncomfortable.
Yes. Oh.
Ick.
It was uncomfortable. I said this before in other shows. My grandma took my sister to go see Basic Instinct.
Oh Lord Jesus in heaven. Mima, why does she keep opening her legs?
Yeah, see.
Creepy.
I don't know how we got from Pee Wee Herman to talk about certain movies. I apologize.
Because that one weird kid from Kids.
Yes.
Anyway, we digress.
We did. I do remember the show of Pee Wee's Playhouse because it did have Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis, and I remember
there's a whole bunch of people.
Miss Yvonne, the most prettiest woman ever. I remember the
Cherry. I loved Cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I loved Cherry.
So shout out to my buddy Krista and Kayla Vosper. They had a Convergence at 1 year, a whole Pee Wee's Playhouse room.
Oh, I missed it.
They had the puppets. I think this is even before I was there. It happened 1 year I wasn't there. But they actually had a puppet cherry chair that moved.
Oh my God, I would have
and
died.
They had the Terry, the pterodactyl.
Yeah, Terry the pterodactyl.
All right. And they had like little things for the little jazz band.
Remember the little gap tooth redheaded puppet boy that would always like make prank phone calls?
What was that?
I don't remember his name, but he was the shit.
Randall or some of that?
Randy.
Randy. It was Randy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just do remember watching the show because it came on after Eat the Cat. And so I do remember it, but I did not watch a lot of it, and I don't remember a lot of it. So I feel like I should go back and
watch them. I guess really there's one episode that sticks in my head. He comes back from the grocery store and he pulls out of a paper bag. And it's little quarts. Milk, lemonade. And then he goes, turn the corner, punches me. And I laughed so hard. I just remember that scene where he's like pulling out. He's like, let's see what I got at the grocery store. Oh, the things my grandma I'm surprised she let me watch that.
I did watch one episode, and it had Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis, and he's going to go on a date with Miss Yvonne. And there's one sequence that happens in the beginning of the show where someone mentions about Cowboy Curtis's shoes, and they're like, "You got mighty big shoes." And they're like, "You know what they say about people who have mighty big shoes, don't you?"
Yeah, they have mighty big feet.
Yes. And some of that subversive adult humor that they put into that
Yeah.
made me really just, follow Pee Wee. And there's a lot more of that in that HBO.
Oh
Comedy
yeah, well the
special?
HBO comedy special is totally raunchy. Like
I would say totally raunchy. There's
Okay.
that one sequence where they put the mirrors on the shoes.
yeah, well, but it was originally stage play for adults.
Yes.
So the original stuff is pretty.
Yeah.
Is pretty risque, I guess.
Risque, yeah. Just for that time
Yeah.
period. Okay. Because he was trying to do a whole adult themed version
Yeah.
of those kids shows. Now, we're not saying complete adult theme, but there's like one sequence where he has this hypnotist.
Yeah.
And he has him just right there, his hand like, you are getting sleepy, bro. Are you falling asleep yet, bro? And she goes into this trance, and he actually does have her disrobe her clothes.
Oh my.
And but only just into like a negligee, just like
Sure.
a little like neck
Yeah.
down is all it is really there. It goes back to the audience, and I thought that shit was absolutely great as hell. So
Yeah. Well, what about his little head in a box?
Oh, Zombie.
Zombie. Yeah.
Make a high, make a honey ho. Make a high, make a honey ho.
Make a honey ho. I loved that show so much. But yeah, I had like the plastic suit, like the old plastic with like the hard plastic Pee Wee mask.
Yeah.
That I was like so happy to be Pee Wee Herman for Halloween. Freaking loved it.
Would it be better just to have like just get a wig?
Well, you know when you're it's 1988 and your grandma can get you like a $10 costume, which is what everybody had.
That's true.
Those plastic vinyl costumes with like a mask.
If you see those masks now,
they're awesome.
You can probably just take out the color of them and do something with the eyes, and that'll become a whole new horror icon.
Well, I think it's so dumb that they don't make them anymore because one, they're amazing, they're great, and they're really not that. They don't impair your vision that bad, and nobody fucking goes trick-or-treating by themselves anymore anyway. Everybody goes with their parents. They don't let your kids go out by themselves.
Or they just kind of drive in their car and they stop.
Yeah.
They drive around each house.
I mean, I also don't let my kids go by themselves. No. Oh God, no.
Well, you live in a farm. There's someone around your area too, so you don't really.
Well, we go to residential areas and trick or treat with friends, but even then.
Oh, well, I think that we kind of said everything we want to say about
Rest in peace,
yes.
Paul Reubens. I was really bummed because he kept his cancer diagnosis private.
Yeah.
So like, what a bummer.
I think like Elvira knew.
Oh, sure.
They stayed in contact.
Yeah.
People that were close. I guess Elvira posted a birthday message that Paul Reubens had for her, which is very, very sweet. He sends it out to all of his friends. Like, if you're friends with Pee Wee Herman, Paul Reubens, you're like friends for life. And he'll send you like messages back and forth. So
yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
That was very sweet.
Well, what a bummer.
Paul Reubens is gone, but I like to think that Pee Wee Herman
lives in our hearts
forever. Lives in our hearts right there, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll do an animated series.
That would be cool.
And maybe like an animated feature.
They would have to find a really great voice.
They would.
Like if it didn't sound like him, it wouldn't be worth it.
Oh, so. I agree.
Cool.
Before we do go, got a couple things on our Crackhead page that I wanted to read off real quickly. I posted on our page if there were any movies or shows that you think we should review on upcoming episodes. All right. So Howard Kasner from Popper Podcast, he says The American Astronaut. So I will do more research on that later. I'm not quite sure what that is. Erin Margaret, she says the horror film Talk to Me about the kid with the severed hand.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
I have seen the preview for that. That looks amazing.
Okay. All right. So we'll keep that one in mind for sure for Halloween. Heather Baxendale Walsh from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer podcast on that whole podcast. She says, "Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead."
That's great. Without Christine Applegate.
With Christine Applegate. And I just watched that for the first time last year.
For the first time?
So
good.
I was actually.
I mean, it's so like she gets this high corporate job, and it's hilarious.
That's what happens too. We just walk.
Duh.
No.
If I was a teenager in the 80s, I would definitely have accidentally ended up working as a full ass adult.
You guys wear business suits
That's
and have a
it.
briefcase.
I mean, that's all you need. Some
Yep.
shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads, see? You know?
That's it.
And it doesn't just like a relationship with one of the bosses that works there.
Well, she becomes best friends with the lady boss, but
Well-
there's a guy that they fall in love with.
Well,
Which,
There's a guy that works at pizza joints
yeah,
that likes
yes.
her too, and they like each other,
Ooh,
but
pizza. Sorry, I'm hungry.
okay, I'll be with this one quickly here. All right, so don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. I would do a whole show about that one. Michael Fitzaris says true romance. Which,
True romance?
yeah, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right, Shannon Wozniak. Am I saying her name right here?
Yep. Wozniak. Yep.
She says Drop Dead Fred.
I have not seen that in so long.
Phoebe Cates, the girl with the imaginary friend.
Yeah, I know, but I
Okay.
haven't seen it in ages and ages.
I think it's on Tubi. So
I've seen it previewed somewhere, so I know it's playing somewhere online.
and then Jordan Jesky says Secret Agent Club, and I'm not trusting
Secret Agent Club.
I'm not trusting your choices, Jordan. All right, you seem to
I don't even want to
recommend.
Google it. I'm a little sus.
You're like you always recommend it's like bad movies.
It's his thing.
Love you, Jordan. So Stasia Topia says The Man from Uncle.
Would that be the movie or the TV show?
Yeah, and I said
I think the movie
she said the movie. Okay,
with Henry Cavill.
is that? What's that? What's
I
that?
think so. That's me
What's that deal with the-
salivating over Henry Cavill.
Oh,
let me
or-
look. Hold on, let me look. I think it is though. The Man from.
I thought you just had some sort of like twitch going on right there. I had to be
No.
concerned about you. I was like,
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill. God damn, he could Superman this hoe.
okay.
For sure.
Like, fly you and drop you somewhere?
If you don't know what Superman this hoe is, you can Google that later.
Okay.
Just saying.
Is that the same thing as like folding up a blonde chair?
Fuck it, eh?
But thank you for those suggestion votes there to let you know that we do read the suggestions on our Crackhead page. So appreciate that very much. But before we do go, we do gotta give a shout out to all of our wonderful Patreon supporters. Again,
I'm leaving.
patreon.com.
I hate this part.
Oh,
You know
very
what? You know why I hate this part?
Why?
Because
I
get
love
so
shit.
anxious.
Why
I get so anxious
Why-
because we're almost done, and then we're almost done. I'm like, can we just like add this at the end of our
Because
podcast?
I like hearing reactions to this. People love reactions. So real quickly,
Oh, do they?
they
Okay.
do. Jason Soto from Rabbit Hole Podcast. Thank you very much, Jason Soto. And then we gotta thank Donnie Roberts, formerly of the Cage's Kiss, now of the Deep Sea Anthologies.
Yay!
We gotta thank Matt and Ashley from Mashley at the Movies.
Yep. Always them. I just like their names so much. Mashley at the movies.
We gotta thank Linda Castro from Bed Knobs
And Broomflicks.
Very good. We gotta thank Jeanette Miller Mickenham, or just
AKA Jeanette.
aka Jeanette. Thank you very much. We gotta thank Harvey Andrus.
Yes.
Uh,
Harvey.
Harvey
thank
Andrus, who is one of our $10 patrons. Him and Donnie are our $10 patrons, so they have a chance to be on our
Yay.
show if they want to, but they
Hey,
never have.
Hey, you guys could be on our show. You fools. You imbeciles.
No, don't be fools. There's one of
Sorry. Should I kiss their butts?
more.
Thank you.
And then lastly,
You can do
Jen
it.
McQuaid from Shocked and Applaud. But thank you very much for being a supporter of us. I greatly appreciate all of you wonderful
Thanks,
cats and
guys.
kittens out there. Big
Cool
love out
cats
there.
and kittens.
Just wonderful people for the little podcast show that we
Yeah,
have here.
we like
So
it.
We do. We'll be back again soon. Let you know too that we are actually reposting another episode on our main feed. So you're actually going to get 2 episodes.
Imagine.
We're posting our episode that we did with our buddy David Rosen from Piecing It Together, because him and I a while back did an episode on the movie Alien, which I'm going to try and repost for this coming weekend because the Parkway Theater
Is having Alien.
is having playing Aliens this Thursday in glorious 35 millimeter.
Nice.
Shout out to Earl Lux, who does all
Hey,
the
Earl.
projection work there. We're hoping to do more things with the Parkway Theater coming up here in the future,
That would be cool.
which would be very cool. As always,
Let's do like a Halloween special. Come on, let's do it.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because that's my jam. And it's coming up. It's coming up, baby.
Oh,
And
so
I love the summer, but damn,
Halloween
is coming.
All right. Well,
And I live for Halloween all year. So
well,
let's do
I'm
it.
doing a whole bunch of Halloween horror movies at the house. So
Sounds good.
We're gonna do stuff with that as well too. We do a double feature of different horror films.
Sweet.
We're gonna talk that more on our next episode because we're getting hungry right now. But don't forget to check us out on all the social media platforms: Twitter, X, Instagram, all the different places we're on, just everywhere. Just
all of the places.
Spotify, Google, YouTube.
We're there.
We're here.
We're there.
We're there.
We're everywhere.
We're below. We're down there. There. But anyways, folks, love you all very much, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. And we're done.
And we're done.
And we're done. And we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Hey.
If I can get this thing to stop, you're gonna see a scene.